He's growing up so fast. Maybe next year he'll be able to climb to the top of the leg. Morning. Starting the day off, getting dusty. Gonna blow off this combine. Dad's over there oogling over the Gleaner. And then eventually we're gonna get started doing some beans. There's not much to do. It's very sunny already. So I think we're gonna get started around 10 o'clock or so in the field. We'll probably get going a little earlier, but I need to service this, I need to grease it, and I need to put some fuel and def in it. So get that done, then we'll get moving. Went and voted today, so I had to do that this morning. Had a few people ask about this compressor. We got this, they sell factory direct. If you search industrial gold, you'll find it, or I think compressedair.com, you'll find it. Pretty good priced. They were the best priced ones we found. But compressor does awesome. Never used the generator, just used the compressor for the most part. I don't think we've used the welder yet either. Let's get to it. Just kidding. Dad wants to go walk the field where the Gleaner and our combine ran side by side and check to see how they did. Wasn't it going to be kind of inaccurate looking here just because we're not taking into account head loss and stuff?
Well, that's why I say I'm looking in the wheel tracks. That's probably head loss. See, that's how you can tell.
Right now, these stems on these beans, they're just really easy to thresh. So as soon as our heads are touching them, they're shattering. I know everyone always asks, why don't we have an air reel? Right now, an air reel would be pretty nice. We don't have one because we just don't have one. So now we're in my combine's tracks, the cloths, and there's beans on the ground on both sides. Like I said, these beans are shattering really easy. Mine definitely doesn't spread it as even. And the Dynaflex is definitely getting down to the ground a little bit closer than the McDonald, but it's also a cutter bar flex. Now back to this job. Let's get dusty. Yep, it was a little dusty. Little dusty. Probably put our shields back on. Say hi, Brett. I think he's actually happy to blow this combine off. So that's your rock trap.
You guys don't have it.
Was about to get in the combine and got the call that our other hired hand was ready to come to work. Apparently Dax didn't get enough yesterday. He's ready to be a working man again. There's your tool bag and your snack pack. We're making the dust fly, bub. It's getting a little dusty out there, ain't it?
Yeah.
Dad, he's combining a 6-acre patch with the Gleaner, and then he'll be in this field. This field's only 15 acres, but on the other side of this ditch, we've got about 120. So we should knock that out no problem today. Oh, there's a log. See that log there? Grain cart can get that thing when he's waiting. This field all went underwater. This is all replant, so that's why that log was there. There he goes, bub. Look at Pappy over there in the Gleaner. He is moving. And we're full. One issue I keep having with my combine, see my reel speed, that's what I have it set on, that's what it's running. As soon as I bump the adjustment, it'll drop back down, but I don't know why it keeps doing that. Everybody always says it looks like your reel's going way too fast. It speeds up on its own. I've got a window cleaner now. Keep cleaning. Good job. All right, next field. Got to get out. We're dragging up pretty good. And we pushed down beans when we drug up, so that sucks. I think my head is out of calibration. It's really starting to drag more often. Probably need this recalibrated because I don't have any broke sections, but we keep dragging. Okay, folks, I finally got Dad talked into letting me drive the Gleaner. So Dax has got to pack his work bag.
Yep.
Then we're gonna switch. All right, bub, you ready to go?
Yeah.
There she goes. Let's get her revved up. So this is definitely different. Cab feels a lot bigger. And we got Harley pegs, those are nice. Don't know a whole lot about this part yet, but here's our engine power running 73% power, running 4.5 miles an hour, and we're in 68 bushel beans, 12.5% moisture. What is it, dude? You know how to drive it?
Yeah, guys. See this level right there?
That one?
Yeah. That's how to use it if you want to pull it back.
Okay, if you want to stop, pull it back.
Then, if you want to know it's faster, pull it with a holder.
Okay. Bub, have you been eating chocolate?
Why?
Because you got it all over your face. Well, guys, I've ran 30 acres with the Gleaner. Haven't done much filming. Had a few riders with me, so we'll hop out, check some tire pressure, and then we'll get back to keeping on keeping on. Had a cable break on the McDonald on the cloth, so Dad's currently down. We're just down to the Gleaner. But it's purring like a kitten. If you guys didn't know, the Gleaner has a bathroom right here. This is where you check your tire pressure. Right here. This offset feeder house, it does it for you. There we go. So I just got off the phone with Dad. Only gonna have one combine tonight, and it's the Gleaner. The combine, the cloth, it's working fine. The McDon, there's a cable in there that controls basically how that combine or that head floats. I was having issues all day with it, pushing. I thought the head needed recalibrated. I didn't realize that cable was broke. The cable was broke on our other McDon, and we thought we could just. Dad's already got the cable. We thought he could put it on there. Turns out we have two different McDon series. One's an FD75, one's an FD70. Different cables. So we need a part that we don't have tonight. So Dad's out of commission for tonight. So just the Gleaner. I thought we were going to crank out about 180 acres today, but I don't think so now. Nope. Yeah, the Gleaner's really chugging right along. I mean, these beans are starting to get tough. There's really no air movement down here. It feels like we're probably going to get some dew or some frost tonight. And we're still running 4.5. I mean, we are pulling down. Certain times we're pulling down to 100%, but combine's still moving pretty good. Now this is a 35-foot head. Our Alexion's there 40s, so I don't know how much of a benefit that is for a comparison. I mean, I'm sure this would, we'd have to run a little bit slower with a 40, but overall this thing's actually kind of impressive. I was not expecting it to be able to run. Like in the daytime, I was running 6 miles an hour at one point. I was not filming. I'll try to get that tomorrow. And it was doing good. Like we weren't showing a lot of loss or anything. I mean, I was pretty surprised. Now, like I said earlier, though, these beans, they are not very tough anymore. I mean, during the daytime, the stems are very dry. They're not green stemmed like they would have been a month ago. So not sure how that would have been different, first part of September. One thing that's been kind of impressive is the gallons per hour, even at higher engine loads. We're still about 2 gallons per hour, 2 to 3 gallons per hour less than our 740s. Our 740s are C13 cats. This is I believe it's an 8.3 liter AGCO engine. So it is a smaller engine. I guess that does make a lot more sense, but it seems to have the power though. I know the AGCO reps, they claim that this is the most efficient use of the power, but I mean, they're not going to claim it's the most inefficient use. But it does seem to handle this head pretty well. Can't see it through the dust, but there's a meal wagon there, so I'm gonna go get some food. And then we'll get back to combine. Look at that! Step side service. You want a tip? And that's in the video. You know how this works.
I brought you the too cute to spoon cup.
I don't care as long as it's got coffee. I'll be cute. You want to ride? Bye. Luckily, this one wasn't a Pinterest fail, Caleb. This tastes pretty good. I don't know what it is, and I don't know what's in it, but it's good. All right, folks, I've ran this combine about 40 acres. I'm still not done with it. Whoa! Don't jump here, mind. Still not done with it, but BJ is going to hop in, and I'm going to let him finish this loadout for the night. I think we got one more truck to load, and that's it. So BJ's going to try his hand at running the combine. Said it once, I'll say it again. I'd much rather run someone else's combine other than mine. And this ain't ours. I'm just kidding, of course, but he is going to hop in and take her for a spin. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, first thing, this is your park brake. You just pick up, and then when you're in park, see that?
Oh, when you looking at it?
Well, I mean, it just comes right back to center, so it took. You're out of park now. It's really jumpy. It's a little bit more sensitive than mine. Look at that tank light back there. That's nice. Nothing like running your first combine on camera, right?
And in the dark and try not to hit your tractor.
No, you're not going to hit the tractor. You're good. Okay, so stop here. So this is the separator. Just pick up and push forward. That's the head. Same thing. Now rev your throttle up all the way. That it? Alright, so these are the two buttons you're going to be using. That drops the head. When we get to the end, you hit that again. So, yeah, that's the auto steer. I'm not using the cruise just because it's getting tough. I'm running like, I'd say for your first round, just keep it at 3 miles an hour. And after that, you can send it. So how's things from your end running the Gleaner? Like, I mean, from the karting end of it.
The spout still kind of freaks me out every time.
It actually throws it out there pretty
I know,
well.
you guys keep saying that, but you know how in your combine, you keep saying that I'm too close?
Yeah.
You're afraid I'm going to hit you? From my perspective, I got.
Right, yeah. You can get an auger extension on this. Like if we were going to run a 40-foot head, we'd put a 3-foot extension on this auger. But that's fine for a 35. Look at him. He's doing it. 3 mile an hour. There's your percent power.
Okay.
I've been running it at like 75 to 80. When it gets to 100, you can hear it. Like she growls.
I guess from my perspective, it helps that I'm used to it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is Dad's first AccuTerminal.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. He's used to the old system in the 685. Yes.
So what BJ's talking about is this isn't called an AccuTerminal in Gleaner talk. I don't know what it's called, but in a Fendt it's a Varior terminal, and a Challenger it's an AccuTerminal. They are the same monitor, and BJ and I run the 1038s the most, so we are pretty familiar with the layouts and the interface of those monitors. So that definitely helps. It doesn't turn as short. That's kind of one of my complaints so far. It doesn't have the turning radiuses of our combines. It doesn't appear. So you do have to kind of bell the turn out a little bit. All right, to get your auger out, that's your button.
That's the hold it.
I don't remember. And there it be. All right, to start it, right there. Pew! Now the Gleaner has a 4 bushel per second unloading rate, which is actually faster than our Colossus. Now a new Colossus will unload at like 5.8 or something crazy like that, but a couple years ago, this was probably one of the industry's fastest unload times. I asked him if he was good to go by himself. He claims yes. So we'll walk out here and do some filmography or whatever you call it. Jesus Christ, I hope he doesn't run over us. Yeah, the end of the field's right there, so he's almost done. It's somewhere out there in that cloud of dust. Dust is really hanging in here tonight. You can't see much. I mean, even before it got dark, the dust was just really hanging in. Beans are really getting tough, but that Gleaner's still running pretty decent. Uh-oh. he picked up. Hopefully he didn't adjust a rock or a log. This part of the field was all underwater, so there is some driftwood out here. What's he doing? Maybe I better call it. Oh, it's okay. He just missed a little bit and he backed up and got it. Good for him. Anyways, it's really getting tough tonight, and Gleaner's still running. We can still keep going, but this will load all of our trucks. Dad's already went home, Larry's already went home, so we're gonna call it quits once he does this little patch here, and we'll be back out here tomorrow. Hopefully with 2 combines running though. And we'll see. Ask him how he's getting along with his first combining experience. Tell him he better not get used to it. Man, it is dusty out there. I thought you combined a log when you stopped.
No, I was trying to save myself a row of shame, but it turns out there's more.
Oh. Well, you're officially a combine man now.
Yep.
Now back in the grain cart. Now I gotta tell myself about my little boo-boo I made earlier. First round, I'm just going along great, nice and peachy. I got her up to 6 miles an hour. And then that little symbol turned yellow and had an exclamation point just like that one. I was like, oh, that's odd. And then it turned red and beeped at me, and I panicked. So I called the AGCO rep, Brent. I was like, Brent, what is going on with this thing? I don't know what's going on. He goes, well, what's happening? I told him. He said, I said it's red. I said, huh. Go check your chopper. So I did. Nothing's plugged up on it. Everything was running fine. I sent him a picture of the icon. He said, Brian, that just means your grain tank's full. I was like, oh well, easy fix. It has since turned red multiple times. We are full for the night, so BJ and I are going to drive this truck out of here, this loaded semi. And we're going to call it quits. We're going to leave the equipment down here in the field tonight so we can get started in the morning as soon as we can. One of us is going to have to go after some parts for the MacDon, then we'll get back to cutting. Hopefully we'll have some drone footage tomorrow. I was going to do that today, and we got busy and it just didn't happen. So we'll get some good aerial shots of this thing tomorrow. Come on, let's go, little fella. Let's go. Hey guys, that's it for this one. Do me a favor and thumbs up the video, especially if you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow, running some more beans, seeing if we can get the other combine fixed, and yeah, hopefully knock out some more acres. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.